Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will see how to create a virtual machine in Microsoft Azure. You just need a Microsoft Azure subscription which is free, so you can go to Microsoft site and can create it. Let's open Azure portal. I'll open a browser and then open portal.azure.com. Hit enter. Give your email ID which you have given during subscription creation. Now you will reach to portal.azure.com portal once you will give in your credentials, and now you will see there are many options on the dashboard, create a resource and other things. So you just need to create a virtual machine. Click on virtual machines, then click on add virtual machine. I think I need to re-click. Yeah, now it's work. So on this page you will see a create a virtual machine thing. In the subscription, if you'll see, it's mentioned that it's a free trial because we are using free subscription here which we created earlier. And in resource group, either you can create new resource group manually or it will automatically create it for you. In virtual machine name, you need to give a virtual machine name as per your preference. Like I have given a Win10 VM, and if you'll see, resource group name also got changed according to it. In region, leave it default. East US is the default region. You can select other region also, but I'll keep it US East default. And in availability option, we will keep it no infrastructure redundancy required, because it's not a critical VM for which I need redundancy. And in image, instead of Ubuntu, I'll select Windows 10 Server. It's not Azure Spot instance, so I'll select no, keep it as is, and I'll keep it as is. Azure Spot is basically a temporary instance which you need to create in case the server is not very critical and you want it on very less price. So on size, default is D2S V3, 2 vCPUs and 8 GB memory. I think it is good for our Windows 10 VM. We don't need much. And monthly price is 9071.05 INR. So username, you can keep it as your user or you can give your username, whatever you like. In password, give your password. Let me give you a strong password. I'll delete this machine because I'm showing you the username and password on this particular video. So I'll delete this machine. I'll disable this subscription for sure after this. In the port rules, we will select RDP3389 because I'll show you how to connect Azure VM remotely. So I need to keep it open, but it's not recommended to open it for all. So you may go to the security group of the virtual machine to change this. That is the warning it's showing. And if you already have a Windows license, you can select that yes, otherwise keep it no. We don't have license, so we're gonna select no in the option. Then review and create. If you'll click on this, it will start deployment, but I'll show you other options also. Let's click on next disk. Now in disks, if you'll see, there are three options: standard, HDD, standard SSD and premium SSD. We'll keep it premium SSD by default. And encryption type, we will keep this option also as a default because we don't have any managed keys, so we'll keep it with Microsoft itself. So as I've shown you, OS disk type, encryption type. Now in data disk, by default there is an OS disk only. So if you want to create one more disk, you can create and attach a new disk also. And in advanced, you will see these are the managed disks. Okay, now about network interfaces, we'll keep it as is, whatever the default names is taking, so we will keep it as is. We won't change anything over here. In the security group and public inbound ports, it will remain 389 itself and basic security enabled. We don't need any load balancer also. In the management port, we'll also keep this as default options. One of the option you can see which may interest you is one of the option is auto shutdown. If you'll see, so enable auto shutdown may interest you. You can enable it, and you can give the timings where you want to, when you want to shut down this VM, and it will send an alert to your email ID that instance has been shut down. Now on the advanced tab, if you have any script or any post installation commands, you can give it here, but we don't have any right now. Any extension you need to install, or any command or any custom data you want to feed during the deployment. So these are the tags. Basically, tags are important to identify the resources, because when you create several VMs in the Azure environment, you need some tags to identify or filter out things. So people generally use it for different business units, so you can give one tag here, like I'll give Win10. Let's go to the next tab. In the next tab, review and create is there. So we are done with all the options. We kept them as a default options, and if you'll see, 12 rupees per hour approx is the cost of this particular VM. Now you just, validation is also passed, so you just need to click on create so that it will start deployment. Just check all the settings first. It's giving warning that RDP port is open for everybody. If you want to change it, you can change it. Let's create. So once you will click on create, deployment will initiate, and it will take around 3 to 4 minutes generally to create a virtual machine. We have to wait till that time. Let's wait. So deployment is done. Sorry to hide it, because I have subscription and other details on this particular page. So let me open the Win10 VM1, which is created now, which is deployed. And on this page, I'll just copy the public IP of this particular VM to hide my subscription and other details. I have just blurred it. Okay, so now we'll go to the Remina. It is actually remote desktop software, which is by default in Ubuntu, and I'll just give IP, username and password. I'll shut down this VM and will shut down this subscription, so I think I can show you the IP, should not be a problem. So if you'll see, the remote desktop is available for our VM. This is the way we generally connect it from our PC or desktop. So this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching.